Hi, this is Shiva Rajaya from vitalcoaching.com. We are talking about tantric sex and vital sex. And the topic for this video is why going tantric can be such a positive revolution in your life. Tantric energy is a very specific spirit, it's a very specific force. It's intelligent, and what you're connecting with is really a sphere of energetic possibilities. It's an expansion of consciousness. So the moment you start opening the tantric doorways, you enter into the inner tantric temple and you create this new energetic connection inside of you. Of course, it's going to start bringing in new ideas, new visions about who you are, what you are doing on this planet, how you function energetically, and the role that sexual energy plays in your life. So it is a consciousness expansion, and the moment this force hits you, really transforms you, changes you, influences your belief system, and starts really bringing in a fresh flow of a renewal into your life. You will experience new emotions, new ways of positioning yourself. Suddenly you will feel way more alive. There is this feeling that suddenly there is a sense of access to joy or pleasure or energetic activation that you didn't maybe have before. So it is a form of liberation as well, sexual liberation, energetic liberation. The Tantra spirit is really an intelligent force. The way I experience it is when being in the Himalayas, after years and years, 20 years going around the world, and of course, having been practicing tantric sex already for a long time, having different teachers, I arrive in the Himalayas, and then suddenly in this cave at the very source of one of the branches of the Ganges. Then suddenly I was there meditating for a few days, and I really felt like there was this sphere of power and energy, which is an intelligent spirit that I call the source of yoga and tantra. It's one unified field of consciousness that was really downloading and pouring energy throughout my system, and it felt like a total awakening of a certain form of consciousness. So the first important element about that spirit is that it's unlimited. It's like we as human beings can only comprehend a certain little fraction, and the moment that energy starts working through my system, I'm going to filter through the filter of my mind and create a vision about what this energy is about. But the thing, this is only my own interpretation. You might go and experience the tantric spirit and experience it from a different place with a very different set of beliefs and emotions and energies. So that's what I call the Tantra spirit. And the Tantra spirit is something that right now I'm becoming the messenger for that Tantra spirit. It means that you are hearing about the Tantra spirit through me, but eventually you establish a direct connection where you don't need a guide or a teacher or somebody giving you ideas or hints, because it's a direct experience. And that experience can happen through sexual practices, or it can happen through all sorts of other practices. As I said earlier before, tantric sex is only a small fraction of the overall vital tantra that I'm developing. And vital tantra is by itself already my own interpretation of what tantra is about. But tantra is much vaster than that. Tantra is beyond me. It's beyond anybody, any human being, any tradition. If we summarize and think that tantra is what happened in India 3,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 500 years ago, that there was this teacher created that and this is tantra. No, that's one aspect, that's one interpretation. Tantra is vaster than that. This happens with most gurus or teachers or prophets that came across the planet. They manifest a certain interpretation of their own experience of God or the divine and translated that into a teaching. But that teaching is only a fraction of what goes on the inner levels. The potential of any form of spirit, like the spirit of yoga or the spirit of Tantra or the spirit of the Christ or the Buddha, all those original sources go way beyond any tradition that has been created. The cosmic Buddha field is way vaster than Buddhism. Buddhism is an experience or a certain interpretation of a field of energy, but it's a given interpretation at a certain given time and space. If somebody would come a million years from now and tap into the spirit of Buddha, they might tap into something that is going to be a very different set of beliefs and practices. It's not going to be just what has been duplicated for many years. It can be reinvented. This is the thing which is really important. So what I'm giving you here are hints about the Tantra spirit, but you can go and recreate your own set of beliefs and systems and tap directly into that source. For me, I would say that it took me about 12 years of spiritual training to be able to access or tap directly into my own sources. Before that, I was working with different teachers, gurus, masters who were guiding, helping me from a physical presence. And then after a while, you suddenly start perceiving the play of invisible energies and invisible energy realities. And now I feel that I can access or tune into those different sources. Like, for instance, I can tune into the energy of Chandra, right, of the moon energy, or the energy of Surya, or different masters and teachers that are on the planet simply by using their name. So I call and invoke those realities inside of me. So the reason why I'm saying all these things is so that you understand the dynamics that we are dealing with. This is not just about getting some sexual pleasure and some sexual gratification. There is a big story behind that. And the reason why it's a revolution, a positive revolution in your existence, is because there is a force up there that comes and embodies itself in your system, that's sponsoring your actions, your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and starts transforming you from within. And this transformation, you know, in my experience, it's a very positive and uplifting and freeing transformation. And I hope that's, you know, that's how you experience it as well. So look, the reason why it is a transformative process, it's because it's a new energy in your life. So if you have been in the field of Tantra already for a long time, maybe you are already familiar with the energy that is being transmitted through this video. But if what I'm saying here is new to you and you go like, oh my God, this is really intriguing, I want to know more about that, then it means that the spirit of Tantra is starting to flirt with you a little. You know, it's going, hey, there is something there, please come and play a little bit in that space, because there is something really magical that we have for you, and that energy wants to invite you into this space. So whatever fears you might have, okay, concerning engaging and using sexual energy for your own spiritual evolution and so on, I want to tell you, it's what I personally create is an extremely safe space. The reason why I'm talking about it so extensively with dozens of videos on the topic is really so that you understand that there is a clear architecture, there is a clear set of values that is not just some lunatic's idea one day that comes up and says, well, this is what we are going to create. No, there is a set of beliefs, there are concepts, ideas, there are boundaries, there are values, core, a very specific core code of ethics as well, certain practices, and all that happens within a space that is essentially safe for everybody who wants to engage. And yeah, this is the idea of the concept. Now, the transformative process is still going to maybe hit you from a place of really power and transformation and renewal, and but it depends. It's really up to you to decide how much intensity you want to bring into that. If you start with a breathing technique and you just do that for 5 minutes a day, and then you start digesting slowly the process, that's great. If you never practice any of these things, and you engage and start doing a dynamic breathing technique while being sexually stimulated at the same time for like 10 hours a day, it might be too much at once, okay? So your instinct knows the answer, and it's important to stay in tune with what your body and your energy is telling you, and get some guidance, you know, send me some questions, have a one-on-one session via Skype with me, and I can guide you and give you more hints. If you want to get in touch, the place is always vitalcoaching.com. All the information is there, place where you can sign up for one-on-one sessions, and I'll be happy to help you, of course. See you soon.